Good evening, side friends. It's Mitty Man coming back at you from Walker's Music. Yet another word for the day. Matter of fact, it's a nightcap edition. I didn't get a chance to do the morning edition, and I apologize to everyone that, but like I said, at some time that happened. I want to go on and make it very clear that tonight the Mitty Man is heavy in the spirit to a degree. I've been watching, and I've been waiting. And let me give a shout out, let me just say it like this tonight, people, to the whole entire game. End Time Harvest game, Brother L.A. and Elder Michael McCray, all the way down to little Brother Orange Flavor, YouTube family, everyone that's maybe watching the video. I just want to say we're giving God the honor. We're giving Him the glory. I watched a video earlier tonight of this lady, very, got a very, very good voice, and she was speaking about the rapture, in other words, and she was saying some things. She was letting everybody know that she wasn't a prophet, and she didn't claim to be all of this or that. She didn't claim none of that, but I can't remember what her channel name was, but she got a very, very good voice, and being a musician, that's the first thing that it captured me was her voice. Great alto. I mean, I have not played one note for her, but I can tell if I did, she would be an amazing alto. But she was speaking about these end time events, about the rapture and everything. And it is so on point. And if any of you know about this channel, please, I'm going to try to look for it again because she was so on point. And I got to thinking about some things, people. Ecclesiastes, in other words, it tells us that there's a time for all things under the heaven. There's a time to speak and there's a time to keep silence. So I'm going to take that scripture and literally, and I'm going to give certain quote unquote ministries the benefit of a doubt. But they may have a reason for being quiet. Now, I'm just saying, this just Mitty Man. I'm not everywhere, so I can't speak for everything, for everybody and everywhere. But I'm going to say this here to all the people that lie so carelessly in the aisles, don't want to form an opinion. If you don't have a problem with what's going on with this, and if you can accept this, well, guess what? Get ready. I want all of you mild-mannered people to go ahead on and accept it. Get ready to start accepting when they're going to tell you how long you can live. That's coming too. Those of you that got wisdom, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. There's going to come a time very, very soon when they're going to tell you how long that you are allowed to live. It's already in the making to a degree. So in other words, if we can lie carelessly in the aisle and let this go, well, when that comes, do the same thing. Do the same thing. It's just like this here, mark of the beast. A lot of people don't really understand what that really is. A lot of people don't understand. They look at it in the book of Revelation, but they don't really understand the magnitude and the seriousness of that system. That system of things that the Antichrist will set up, going to set up very soon. People, God can use coward soldiers. Let me say that again. God cannot use coward soldiers. Now, God came down to visit Sodom. He said, if it's true, I'll know. And if it's not true, I know. This is just Mitty Man word. God came down. Abraham, whose name was Abram at that time, he said, Lord, be far from you to destroy the wicked, the good with the bad. In other words, be it far from you. You're a God of justice. And you mean to tell me you're going to destroy the good with the bad? He said, if I find 50, will you spare the city? God said, for 50's sake, I'll spare the city. Abram talked with God, bargained with God, all the way down to about 10 or 5 individuals. God said, for the sake of 10, I will not destroy the city. Well, we know the story, people. The city was destroyed because what? Not because of homosexuality. Not to a degree. No, not to a degree. But it was because he could not find 10 righteous people in that city. Ain't that sad? But people, before we get too quick to judge and to speak so bad and hard on Sodom, that we better take a look at our own country. And that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. When you start appeasing and lying carelessly, you see, this is what the matter. In other words, with all this talk about the music industry, about the so-called ones that, quote unquote, is way up there in power. Well, we understand Satan is God of this world. I don't have no problem with that. Because he has no power over me. And he has no power over you. The only power he has is what you give him. With all these people fearing everything. Jesus said 365 times in scripture, that fear not. But yet and still we got people that's fearing this and fearing that. It's one thing about it, people, that admit a man believes firmly in his heart. As long as I'm in this world, I'll be all right. And when God get ready to take me out, then I'm going. And not before. So, with that being said, I'm just going to say it like this here. Admit man is just going to sit back and do like he's been doing this past few days. I'm just observing. I'm observing. And the people I'm observing the most is the same people that God said the judgment is going to start in the house of God. That's what I'm looking at. Because the world doing what they do naturally. You know, we were once all in the world, you know. So I'm not so much judging the world because they just doing what come natural. But it's us so-called people that say we done came out of the world. See, you can talk the game, but you got to walk it. See, that is the proof. That is the proof. When you see everybody now, see, you can just about see where everybody stand. When persecution arises, when trials and tribulation come, you can see what you're made of in the heat of the battle. People, I don't have too much more to say. That's one of the reasons why I didn't even do the video up until now, from all day to day. Other than I'm trying to get a hub. I'm trying to make a communications hub on a laptop where I can get all the ones that want to communicate on this subject matter about business. About business. It's all about business. Kingdom building. From Brother L.A., you know, maybe we can form this thing. I'm trying to get it all fixed up. It's going to take me about another couple of days so that all of the ones in the End Time Harvest Gang, Lady D, Kate, Linda, you know, everybody, Vaughn, Little Brother Orange Flavor, I'm going to try to build a central hub where there can be communication, audio and video if you want to. I realize a lot of people don't like to get on camera. I don't have a problem with it. I get on camera or I can say it, it don't make no difference with me. But I'm saying, I'm trying to get that implemented. Hopefully, see, I got rehearsal Wednesday night. I may have this thing ready by Thursday, maybe. And if I work on it hard enough, I might have it ready by tomorrow night. But at any rate, once I get everything ready, I'm gonna have a central location played, and I have every one of you some sort of code that you can use where we can all access, and you can access me at any time. Matter of fact, whereas you can get me a message, and I have that hub, I'm gonna try to have that hub running where as like sort of like a server, where that if any of you, even without me being present, you can go there and communicate with each other about any subject matter. Like I said, I'm building it for business. This is about kingdom building, kingdom business. If you need help with anything musically, that is also possible. But mainly for kingdom building. Because like I say, Satan got his people, God got his too. That being said, whatever you get into, if God is not in it, it's best that you come out of it. This is Middy Man saying peace and goodbye.